Hey everybody, it's Kyrix, and I've got a new timer. I like it. I just updated XSplit, and now it actually has a timer up in the corner that says how many seconds, etc. that I've been recording, so that's fucking cool. It doesn't do much, because most of the shit I record is full screen, but hey, it's a new feature, and I kind of like it. No more guessing. Anyway, this is This Week in Kyrix. Hi, Winkles. For the week of Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. Yeah, I'm completely blanking. And it is being recorded Saturday, April 6th, 2019. Because past couple nights have been kind of hectic. Wednesday I was off? Yes, Wednesday I was off. No. Tuesday I was off. Okay, Wednesday I had work, and I came home. I think I came home later than usual, and a lot of shit got caught up, so I had to go to sleep. Thursday I stayed late for overtime. Tonight I stayed late for overtime. It's been a bit hectic. Alright, Princess, you need to get down. Over here. Good girl, good girl, good girl. So, no video because I do not have it in me right now to do a full-on recording. This is basically just me, stop. This is just me getting caught up. Stay off the desk, Winkles. Before I completely go into next week and throw off my whole fucking rating system. And, been a lot of overtime this week. This week was supposed to see me having 3 days off, one of which being Monday. That Monday I was supposed to go to SeaWorld with a coworker. Well, that Saturday, which I had off for Star Trek, by the way, I went in, I played my Tholians, and I lost horribly, as I knew I would. I had no illusions that the Tholians were to come in and be the dark horse candidate. No, I got my ass kicked. Because I was basically the only one playing casual. Everyone else was playing a whole bunch of bullshit. But, I didn't have to fight one of our guys. One of our guys had 6 K-bops, and I cannot fight that fleet, because he can do the one thing that my fleet can't handle, which is he can go man-to-man. I have 6 Tholian ships. He has 6 Klingons. The only way Tholians work is if I'm left alone long enough to do that, the web thing, and the only way that works is if you don't have enough ships that can kill me. And he had enough ships that could kill me, but I didn't have to fight him. First round was against 4 Klingons, and I got my ass torn up by like the 4th round. Second round was against 2 scimitars and 2 little science vessels, and I did significantly better, but I still didn't kill anything. I don't think. I might have killed something, but not a lot. But it was fun. I got to play my Tholians. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I finally had the disposable income, and I'm like, hey, I'm just going to buy the fucking Tholians. So I did. But I wake up that Saturday and check my schedule, as I do every Saturday, to make sure, what my days off 3 weeks out are going to be, because I get a 3-week schedule. And of course, that Saturday had been requested off, so it's in bright green. And that kind of drew my eye, and I looked down, and suddenly my Monday's gone. It's a work day, which pissed me off, because for 3 weeks, that was a day off. That they had 3 weeks to fucking take away from me, because I even told them, I'm like, look, it gave me a 3rd day off. As long as that's not my new normal, I'm fine, but I cannot function with 32 hours a week. I cannot financially live that way. And the manager said, I'll look into it. It's probably a computer error. And for 3 weeks, the computer error persisted. Until that week. Suddenly, the Monday's gone. And I was going to go in that Sunday, because I had too much shit to do Saturday, and I didn't want to call in. I wanted to actually speak to someone. The plan was to go in that Sunday and say basically, hey, I want my Monday back. I had 3 weeks. I had plans with a coworker, and since this coworker works the night shift, in order for this to happen, I have to have a day off, and he has to have that day and the day before it off, or it can't work. Because if he doesn't have the day before it off, he'll be getting off work at the time he has to pick me up. He's not going to want to work a full shift and then drive me to SeaWorld. And if he doesn't have that day off, then he'll leave SeaWorld and have to work a full shift, and he doesn't want to do that either. So that Sunday morning, I wake up, I'm all prepped, I'm ready to go to work, and I get a call from him, or a text from him basically saying, no, it wasn't a call, basically saying, hey man, I had this day off because I thought my niece was having a party, my family was having a party for her, and they ended up having it the day before. But turns out they're doing something that day too, so I can't do SeaWorld. I'm like, oh, okay, I just won't fight for the day then. So, Tuesday, I finally got to play Pokemon. Barely. I show up to Pokemon, and nobody's fucking there. I mean, there's people there, but they're all kids playing the card game. A couple of kids play the video game, but I kind of trounced them so bad last week that they didn't want to play the video game against me. So I'm sitting there for like a half an hour, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to give it 15 minutes, and I even set a timer. And if no one shows up to play with me, I'm going home. Because at the time I had Reaper over, and he was doing yard work, but we could have played Resident Evil, or I could have sat here and done any number of things while he did yard work. Incidentally, that same day, we got a recording of Frank and Jay, and like 2 to 4 recordings of Res Rev 2. So we've been churning shit out, and he's been doing yard work. But one of my gaming buddies showed up, and we played Pokemon together, and we had a pretty good multi-battle. We had some good single battles. It was a good day. And yeah, Wednesday was a good day, or rather Thursday was. Because Wednesday was the day I got paid, so I put out for some stuff that I've been waiting on. Thursday was the day that overtime really opened up for me, because Thursday, my pet feeders arrived. I ordered automatic pet feeders, 4 for the cats, 1 for the dog, and a pet fountain. Now the pet fountain was just a vanity thing. The girls don't need it. I mean, I should really get them a new water tank, but they didn't need a fountain. But I'm like, you know what? Willow likes to drink running water. I think this would be good for them. I'm going to buy them a fountain, and fuck it, while I'm in here, I'll spring for the cleaning kit and some extra filters, too. I also sprung for some soft paws, which are these little claw sheaths that you put on your paws, your cat's paws, and I'm going to have the vet install them, for lack of a better word, on the first when I go and take them in. But the pet feeders are something I've needed, because every night when I come home around 11 o'clock, I got to feed the girls. They're used to eating at 8 or 9. Maybe 10 if I'm late. But 11 to midnight is not a good feeding time for them. I mean, at best, they're eating at 11:40, because of the time it takes me to get out of the building and get home and feed them. But now with these bowls, they can eat at about 7 or 8 whenever I set the ding. And I don't know if their bowls pop open all at once, but at some point they're all fed, So I come home, and they're fed, and I just gotta feed the outside cat, and then I can do my own thing. So, now because of that, I don't have to rush. I don't have to think, oh, I gotta get my ass home and feed the girls. No. If I gotta stay till 2 in the morning, I gotta stay until 2 in the morning. That's fine. It wasn't fine tonight when I stayed till almost midnight. I actually got out of there a little after midnight because, the store's so goddamn big, it takes me that long just to walk to the front. But I had to get out of there. I wanted to get out of there early because I have to be up at 5:30. Or maybe 6:30, 6 o'clock, something like that. It's now 3:24. I should be asleep. I can't. I tried. I tried so hard to go to sleep. I am due to go to Aquatica with Reaper and his wife today, and I think her son. And Aquatica is basically the Orlando version of Adventure Island, and it is big. Allegedly, I haven't seen it. None of us have seen it. It is big. It has got bigger rides. It has got like 2 wave pools. It's got its own lazy river. It's got a bunch of water slides, one of which goes through a dolphin tank. And it just looks so fun. And the thing I've been pondering is I wanted some water shoes, because Reaper got some water shoes when we were at Adventure Island last time, like 2 weeks ago. Because, you know, his feet were bothering him and he wanted to wear them, so he got some water shoes. And I'm thinking, you know, I think we sell them here at Walmart. I kind of want to pick up some water shoes. And quite frankly, you have no idea what a joy it is to have the kind of disposable income that you, on your last 15-minute break of the night, can think to yourself, I want water shoes for my vacation tomorrow. So on my 15, or on my lunch break rather, I'm going to go get some goddamn water shoes. And I did. I found a size 11-12 that actually fit me. I mean, they fit me with a sock on, so they'll fit me barefoot. And they were like $10. So I took them up there and I bought them, along with some food. And then I'm like, you know, I don't like walking around in the water park without a shirt if I can avoid it. So I want to get a shirt that's not cotton that I can wear. And I looked up, like, what kind of shirts. And I found these little wet, dry polyester things that supposedly are athletic wear that dry quickly. So if you get them wet, they dry quick. If you sweat into them, they dry quick, that kind of thing. And I bought 2 of those. And that cost me like $14 for the 2 of them. So that's like, let's say $25 total. Do you know what it's like for someone like me who has been broke forever? Who has to budget every little goddamn thing, to just drop $25 on clothes for a trip the next day, with no planning? I toyed with the idea of getting water shoes, but I didn't really think I was going to do it. Same thing with the shirt. But I did it. Although admittedly I did 2 shirts because I want to use them for work as well. Because if they dry quick, I can sweat into them and not have to change shirts like I have been doing at work, which means my backpack won't smell so bad. But yeah, in about 3 hours they should be here to pick me up, and we'll go off to Aquatica, and I'll have a lot of fun, and I'll walk in my new water shoes, and I'll have my little bracelet that lets me get lunch every hour, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good day, Tater. So, as a side note, I have 3 new video games, all of which are a lot of fun. One I bought Bridge Crew. It's a Star Trek game. I've heard good things about it. I've heard good things about the multiplayer, and it is cross-platform, so if my friends get either the PS4 or Steam version, we can play together. And I'm looking forward to that, you know, getting a full crew together. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think enough of my friends are going to have the game, but it'll be fun if it does, and when it does. And on top of that, we've got Conan Exiles. Now that was a pretty fun looking game, and I wasn't expecting it, but it's a survival style game, so I like those, you know, kind of 7 Days to Die, Subnautica, that kind of thing. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't like the combat because I suck at it. I'm sure I'll get good at it eventually, but it is fun. And a game I haven't played much, but I do love it, is called The Surge, I think. Basically, you play, of all things, a guy in a wheelchair who gets this exosuit grafted on him. He basically signs up for this company that grafts an exosuit to him so that he can use his legs, and he does, like, technician stuff or warrior stuff on other planets, I think. I've only played like maybe an hour of it, but it's a lot of fun. And it seems to be another one of those survival style games, and I really like that. So I got 2 free games because for some reason they stopped giving out for PlayStation Plus 6 games. Like, I haven't for the past month or 2 gotten a PS3 or Vita game. It's all PS4. It's just 2 PS4 games a month, starting like last month. But both of them were great this month, so I'm not complaining. And I gotta see what I'm doing, because I've got the vet coming up on the 1st. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna allocate funds for that. Not that I'm gonna need a lot of money, but I'm gonna need some money for the girl's vet visit. It's just gonna come up, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't expect a lot, like none of them seem to be in poor health, but if one of them has like tapeworm or something, I'm gonna need to put some money down. I'm going to want to put some money down to get flea pills for all of them so we could try and knock this flea thing out. But it's going to be a thing. Also, this Friday I'm going to have to go up to Social Security, which I'm not looking forward to. And I'm going to have to do something, basically tell them, hey, can you cancel this appeal that I have? And failing that, I'm going to need to figure out what the hell it is I'm supposed to do, request that day off, whatever, and basically go into the appeal and tell them, look, I pretty much went into fourth appeal thinking I'm not getting this. So I had to struggle to get a job, and I got a job, and I'm willing to just let the whole thing go. Because you're not going to grant the appeal. I have a job now, and this job is paying more than the Social Security is, so. Part of canceling it might be that my check stops in May. I don't get the May check. If I get the May check, that's going to be the best month ever, because I'm going to have a Social Security check and 3 fucking paychecks. That's going to be the greatest month to ever be a month. That's the month I'll get caught up on fucking everything. That's the month I'll put money back into my Christmas account. That's the month I'll pay off my friend. That's the month where everything gets done. Everything gets taken care of and paid for. Because, I don't owe... this month, or this pay cycle, I owed my roommate and Reaper's wife money for, first off, getting the Tholians and getting some cat litter for me, and for fixing my bike. And for the next 2 weeks in April, or the next 2 things in April, I owe Reaper for 2 more lawn cares. And then I'm done paying that off. And then in May, I don't owe any money other than my bills. So that right there, that's knocking off fucking $225 right there easy, if not more. I'm probably going to have to put out like $100 or so a month to Social Security to start paying back this check if they insist on that, but other than that, I'm pretty good. I paid off the library. I owed like $7.60 to the library. I've owed them money forever. I've owed them like $6+ all the time. Whenever it gets over 10, I pay off enough to get it down. I'll scrounge up like a couple bucks, get it under $10, and then I'm back in business. But now I owe them nothing. I finally had enough disposable income that I could spare $7 fucking. That just shows how poor I've been. So, yeah. I've paid off the library. I'm still paying off Amazon. I've paid off so many people that I owe money to. It's a good feeling to be out from under all this goddamn debt. Even something as stupid as the library fine. It's just, oh, you owe them $8. Yeah. But the fact that I owed them $8 for 6 fucking months and couldn't do anything about it was really pathetic, and it really upset me. You don't fucking realize all the people who think disability is some kind of gravy train. No, fuck you, it's not. It's kind of horrible. You have just enough money to barely scrape by. And I do mean barely. Granted, if I didn't have all my pets, I'd be doing a lot better off. Or if I didn't, insist on their vet payments, I'd be better off. That's fucking $163 a month that I get to keep. But I love my girls and I want them to be healthy. That's important to me. But even a job, even a small job, like, to me, I don't know what it is to everyone else. I assume it's not great because everyone keeps talking about like how McDonald's needs to pay $15 an hour and minimum wage needs to be $15 an hour or whatever. I get $11 an hour, and quite frankly, I've never felt so goddamn rich. I still have almost no money to work with, but that's only because I'm paying off all the people I owe money to. And I'm getting big stuff taken care of, so that when I make the transition to just my paycheck, I can live easier. The pet stuff I mentioned cost me a little over $200 to get it all. And that's just shit for the pets. This lawn care thing over these 4 payments has costed me $500 because I want my house to look good from the outside. I'm spending money on shit that needs to be taken care of. I've honestly spent very little on myself. And what I have spent on myself has almost always been necessities. Like, I've had to buy 2 different pairs of work pants. One for a very stupid reason, that reason being that I left my other pair at home. You know, I've bought some shirts for work, I bought socks. A me thing was the PlayStation 4, and that's about the biggest thing I fucking bought. Yeah, really, it's been necessities when I spend money on me. I've really been, like Reaper keeps saying, is I take care of shit. I take care of what needs to be taken care of. He's like, yeah, that's why when I owe you money, or when I loan you money and you owe me money, I don't obsess over it, because I know when you don't pay me, it's because you're taking care of shit that needs done. Like, you're taking care of the pets, you're taking care of your bills, you know. That's the thing, when I forgot my pants, I had money on my account, in my savings account, and I was just going to transfer it. But it was telling me, hey, it's Sunday, it's April 1st, or whenever it was. Or it's Sunday, it's March 31st, you know, it's not going to be in there until April 1st. So I'm like, shit, I don't have the money to get this. I found my manager and told him, hey man, I'm going to have to take half a point. I've got to go home and get my pants. I was going to buy pants, but I can't put it in the bank. So he basically walked me up to the counter, had me pick up the pants, did his little discount card, paid for the pants, it was $28, told me just pay me back tomorrow. So later that day I started the transfer and it went in immediately, so I told him, hey, I've got the money now. And on my lunch break I ran up to Chase, pulled out the money, made a purchase because I could only get 20s, and paid him back that fucking day, even though he wasn't expecting it till the next day, because I like to get out from under debt immediately so that there's no chance of fucking it up and no chance of forgetting it. It's important to me. I mean, if you don't pay your debts, you're not reliable, and if you're not reliable, what are you? You know, all you've got is your word and your reputation when it comes right down to it. If people can't trust you, you've got nothing, you know? But it's been a good week, all things considering. Oh, okay. Apparently my hard drive's decided that now is when it's going to defragment. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night here. I'm gonna try and get a couple hours of sleep. I don't really see it happening. Hasn't really come for more than an hour or two all night. But we'll give it another shot. I'll turn on the AC, nap. It'll be good for me. As a side note, I bought the stuff. I haven't made it yet, but I bought the stuff to make me just this monstrous Alfredo pizza. Because I stocked the pasta aisle. So every night I'm seeing these pizza crusts. And I decided the other night, a couple nights ago, you know, when my stamps come in, I'm going to get me one of those pizza crusts. I'm going to get me a bunch of cheese, some Alfredo sauce, and some pepperoni, and I'm going to make me a pizza. And I bought it, came home Thursday, and got here late. Roommate was asleep, and I was, quite frankly, too tired to fuck around. So I didn't make it. Tonight, for various reasons, I didn't make it. Mostly because I needed to get to sleep. You know, because I didn't get home till like 1 in the morning. And, well, about 12:40. And I needed to be up by 6. So I'm sitting here thinking, I can make the pizza if they were awake, which they were, my roommates. But it's going to, between preheating the oven, baking the actual pizza, setting it up, eating it, it's going to take me about an hour, and I've already lost an hour of sleep. You know, I was already due to get like 6 hours of sleep, and I lost an hour to my aisle. Not even to my aisle. I finished my aisle, started on paper, which is toilet paper, paper towels, that kind of thing. Manager comes over and says, hey, help him with 8-9. So I go to 8-9, coffee, tea, peanut butter, pickles, that kind of shit. Salad dressing, vinegar. And I'm doing 8-9. 2 other guys there. One leaves, like close to log out time. Other guy goes back, you know, dumps the cardboard. Basically, he clocks out on time, and the manager comes, he's like, hey, can you stay and do this? And I'm like, sure, I can stay and do it. Because really, I was the only guy there. You know, I didn't want him to have to fucking scramble for this. I didn't want him to get in trouble for not getting the fucking aisle done that night, you know? And quite frankly, overtime, you know? An extra hour is extra money. Hi, Chala. What's up, big boy? Haven't seen you in here in a while. Yeah, my door hasn't been open since that argument with the new roommate. Basically, I went out to Saturday, Star Trek Day. I went out, you know, before I went out to Trek, I let the girls out. I asked my actual roommate, you know, hey, can I let them out? I was like, yeah, sure. You clean the litter box, they can come out. So I let them out. I go to Star Trek, no big deal. I come home, Rio is out, the rest are locked up in my room. You know, and I ask the fucking stoner roommate, I'm like, what's up here? Because he'd already been told, do not shut my door. Do not fucking shut my door. If it's open, leave it open. Don't fuck with my stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah, your room smells from the cats and all that, from the litter. And I'm like, I clean the litter box. No, it stinks. I shut it. I'm like, well, don't shut it. You know, there is no argument. Don't shut it. If it's open, leave it open. You know? And he went off on this rant about me being selfish, and I'm thinking, bitch, these cats get out once every 2 weeks. And you're talking about me being selfish for wanting them to leave the room for a night? They don't get to go out and play. They never get to go out of this room and play. They're cooped up in here all goddamn day. I feel so bad, because every now and then I'll open the door and Rio will dart out. All she wants to do is sit in the floor room and look out the window. Or just lounge on the carpet in there. And when I go after her, she runs. And when I catch her, she literally cries. She goes, meow, you know, because she knows she's going back in the room and she doesn't want to be in the room. But, you know, it's fucked up that I can't even let my cats out every now and then, you know? But yeah, he and I had a big argument about that, and I basically told the other roommate that he needs to fucking get the other guy's shit together, or else there's going to be problems. You know, because I've lived here almost as long as he has. And then the new guy comes in and he's starting to, he's trying to assign me chores or test me on shit. I'm thinking, bitch, I don't work for you. I've been here longer than you. I've paid a lot more money than you have. You know, my rent's the same as yours. And I've never been late on it. With 2 notable exceptions that were completely out of my control. And I still got them in a timely fashion. You know? And he's a fucking thief who's stolen my food. And at one point stolen some money from me. So, I've got no fucking patience for that shit. None. And I basically told him, I'm like, I don't work for you. I don't fucking do what you say. I don't listen to you. I don't consider you. You know, you do not... I mean, if I'm in a good mood, I'll be conversational, but you do not fucking register to me. And apparently, he's looking for a place of his own, which I can't fucking wait for. But, it just pisses me off that for one night, the first night, this isn't like they've been out for 4 fucking nights and he's sick of it. The first night in about 2 weeks, maybe longer, I open my door, I let the cats and dog out to play in the house. Because there's all sorts of stuff out there they like to do. They like to sit and look out the window all day. They like to sit on the couch. They like to climb the fucking dresser that I have out there, and they like to play with T'Challa. And that's another thing, T'Challa has no one to fucking socialize with out there. Because we're all at work most of the time, and when the other guy's not at work, he's fucking stoned on the couch watching cartoons all goddamn day. And poor T'Challa's got no one to hang out with. That's why he's in my room right now, because I'm the only one awake. And he wants cuddles, he wants attention. He's fucking starved for any kind of attention. Human or animal. And he's just enjoying the fact that he can fucking socialize. I'm sorry, I forgot. You don't like your butt petted. I'm sorry, baby. But the fact that the first fucking night I let them out, he's raising hell, I'm like, bitch, they live here too. They lived here longer than you by a long shot. You know? They have fucking privileges too. And alright, for realsies, I'm gonna close it down. I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.